Okay, I went ahead and washed the rhubarb, started chopping it up. If you want to freeze your rhubarb, maybe you don't have enough, or you don't feel like using what you have right now, or if you have a super abundance, freezing your rhubarb yields a wonderful product. Now, people will tell you, you don't need to blanch your rhubarb. And I guess you don't have to. You don't have to do anything, really. Pay taxes and die, right? I guess we have to pay taxes and die and face Jesus. But that's about it. But if you want a good rhubarb product finished, I think it's really super beneficial to go ahead and do that 1 minute blanching. It only takes a minute. Put your water on, get it boiling, cut up your rhubarb. I do it in 1/2 inch wide, just like you're cutting celery. And throw it in your boiling water for 1 minute, take it out, put it in cold water, and then dry it as best you can. I take mine out, lay it on towels or whatever on the table, put a fan on it for a little while, let it dry as best as it can, and then go ahead and bag and freeze it. Now, if you only have a little bit of rhubarb, you can take, after you blanch it, and lay it all out individually in cookie sheets, put that in your freezer, let it go ahead and freeze, and then when it's hard and frozen, go ahead and then bag it afterwards. But if you've got very much rhubarb, you just really can't do that. But it does yield a great product because each little individual rhubarb is not stuck to the other rhubarb. But putting it out on your table and putting a fan on it usually dries it off really well, and you usually end up with really good results like that. Now, tell me your favorite recipe for rhubarb below. It's technically a vegetable again, but we treat it like a fruit most of the time. If you have any Amish Mennonite background, you probably have drank rhubarb drink. That's how a lot preserved it. You mixed it with pineapple juice, we put Jell-O in it, and we canned it. Canned it in the pressure canner, and that was your fruit juice for the winter. Super popular, very common recipe. Now, rhubarb crisp is so delicious. You can make chutney for your meat, just all kinds of wonderful ways to use rhubarb. I want to encourage you, if you haven't made use of rhubarb before, get out there and get you some rhubarb. Go to the farmer's market, try your little rhubarb, and then plant you a rhubarb patch and have your own rhubarb. Your rhubarb patch will last a long time. It's a perennial. It's great if you are into, perennial gardens or that sort of thing. Comes up so early in the spring when you don't have much going on. Usually comes in the same time as your asparagus. Rhubarb usually starts earlier than the asparagus comes on. But anyways, get out there and get you some rhubarb, blanch it. It's really easy. You can make jams, you can make jellies and can it. And maybe I will show you later how to do the rhubarb drink and can it, because I am all into things going in the canner and it being shelf stable versus in my freezer. This is a big cutting board. I'd say there's between, minus the cutting board weight, there's probably about 3 pounds of rhubarb here. Not a lot, but it needed to be harvested. All right, you all have a blessed day. Thanks so much for joining me.